Next, thanks to Tasker Ford in Cranston, Rhode Island, we are talking about a vehicle that's very near and dear to my heart, the Ford Bronco. I have always loved the Ford Bronco, and let me tell you, Ford knocked it out of the park with this vehicle. So 2025, the Bronco starts at $38,995. The one shown here is the Bronco Raptor. That comes with the 3-liter twin turbo, 37-inch wheels, these huge fender flares. Your GOAT modes go over any terrain. You just switch a knob and the Bronco does it for you. It locks differentials, shows you pitch and roll on your screen. Beautiful digital displays, super easy to drive. There's just not enough cool things I can say about it. I'm just a huge fan. So that's the Bronco Raptor. That one I said has the 3-liter twin turbo and the Ford 10-speed automatic. You can get it also with a 2.7-liter twin turbo or a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder turbo, and that you can get with a 7-speed manual transmission. Now, something cool about the 7-speed is that it's a regular 6-speed manual, 6 forward gears, and it also has a crawler gear for off-roading. So you put it in 4-low and put it in the crawler gear, that Bronco will do about 1 mile per hour like this. Off-road, it's awesome, especially when you're rock crawling, going over huge obstacles where you need a lot of adjustability and you don't want to go too fast, too slow. That crawler gear is a game changer. Ford's got some great deals going on as of the time of this filming, and I'm sure they will continue to. There are a bunch of models. So even the base model Bronco comes with 300 horsepower. So that's 300 horsepower, 2.3-liter EcoBoost, similar to you get in the Ranger. Super tough engine, and like it says, 7-speed manual. Woohoo! Or the 10-speed automatic, which, by the way, the 10-speed clicks through those gears, especially once it gets up into 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. If you've driven the Ford 10-speeds, they really rock and roll. With the Bronco base, you can get the Sasquatch package. So you can have the base Bronco, like the interior, the cloth seats. It doesn't have the dual zone climate control, but it's still the base, still gets the big, huge screen in the 2025. Whereas before it had the smaller screen in the center. But you can get it with the Sasquatch package, and you can get the Sasquatch package with a manual transmission, which is huge, at least for me. 2-door, 4-door on the Bronco base, and the Sasquatch package I keep talking about, Bilstein dampers, front and rear locking differentials, and on some of the models, even a disconnecting front sway bar, which allows that front end to articulate just a little bit more to keep your tires on the ground. So we move up to the Big Bend. You can still get that in the manual. You can get that with the Black Diamond package. The Outer Banks, which gives you the fancier wheels, the available V6 engine. This gives you the signature LED headlights and taillights, and the available black appearance package. And then we go up to the Heritage Edition, which is really neat. That comes with a white grille, white wheels, and is reminiscent of the 1966 Bronco we all know and love back from the 60s when you think of the original. And that's what really the new Bronco body style is based on. So you can get a Heritage Edition. That comes with the, you can get it with the 4-cylinder, the 6-cylinder, manual, automatic, and it's got the standard Sasquatch pack, which also gives you, by the way, I didn't mention, 35-inch all-terrain or mud-terrain tires. I think they call them RTs now. So Bronco Badlands brings you up a little higher. That's got a few more options. That has a different bumper. We have a different grille design here, the LED lights. Then you get to the Bronco Strobe Edition, which is really cool. That's got the Haas high performance off-road stability suspension with the Fox internal bypass dampers. That's even one up from the Bilsteins that you get with the Sasquatch. That's for desert running, and that is a cool special edition. If you saw one of those on the road, you're not gonna miss it, let me tell you. And then we get up to the big boy, the Bronco Raptor. That's 418 horsepower, 3-liter EcoBoost, and that has the even different and upgraded for 2025 Haas suspension, the 4.0 with the Fox live valve, 3.1 internal bypass semi-active dampers. So here's one of the cool interiors of one of the special edition Broncos. We got grab handles, actual buttons, actual volume knobs, actual things, so you're not taking your eyes off the road. You can just adjust quickly, knowing where everything is. And because it's a Ford, you hop in and everything's exactly where it should be. I like that the newer models, some of them have the interior that has no carpets or anything, so you can just get all the stuff out of there really easily if you get mud and stuff in there when you're off-roading. This one has the 10-speed auto. There are your GOAT modes there. Here's your climate control. Here's your volume and your tuning knobs. And we have this nice screen. I love that it's got the flat dash. And by the way, there's 1,000 places to put things in this vehicle. And what I've found is, if you see over here, instead of having like a pocket in the door, it has this net. It's great. It takes like huge Gatorade bottles, any kind of bottle, just fits right in there and it doesn't jiggle around. It just boink, fits great. I think that should be on every vehicle. So we go down here. Here's the full digital dash you get on the Raptor. A little more of the center console with your GOAT modes here. Trail crawl control. So it's got 4 low, 4 high, and something called 4 auto, which kind of turns it into an all-wheel drive. So if it's, you know, kind of cruddy out, a little slippery on the roads, you just pop it in 4 auto, and the Bronco decides whether it be in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive and takes care of everything for you. You don't have to press. The 35-inch tires are super chunky. They're Goodyears. They look really cool and intimidating in person. I just think the whole truck looks great. Got the stabilizer, disconnect. It has up to 37 inches of water fording. That's why I'm not very tall, but it's like up here. It's insane. Great approach, breakover and departure angles, if that's your forte and you're off-roading, you're looking at those stats, and has up to 13.1 inches of ground clearance. You're not gonna really get stuck anywhere. I really love the 2-door because it looks like the original. By the way, here is the structure that I was talking about earlier that you can put skis, racks, all kinds of things on top of the Bronco. It's truly a do-everything vehicle. And by the way, they're not terrible on fuel. I've driven a 4-cylinder manual 2-door and it regularly gets in the 20s for miles per gallon. Low 20s, but 20s nonetheless. The interior is just so simple. Here are your lockers up here, front and rear. That's your trail turn assist. This is turn off the traction control and easily pop on your hazards. We can see here on the digital display, it shows us our pitch and roll angle, all really neat things. And also, I don't know if you like this, but when you start it up, it's got a really neat graphic that plays across the whole vehicle on both screens. And no Ford logo here, of course. It's the Buckin' Bronco. We love it. So if you're really into one of these, make sure to get over to Tasca Ford in Cranston and check one out. I promise you, you will love it. It's such a cool vehicle. It's so configurable. So Tasca Ford, Cranston, get over there and check them out.